So now it's time for you to come to the front. Anyone want to join me up here today? I thought nobody was wanting to join me. You can sit up here. I'm going to sit here on the stool because I want to include all these people in our conversation today too. And also because it's easier to get up at the end of it. So, what is today?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Somebody back there knew what it was. So, what's happened on Mother's Day? What's happened in your house on Mother's Day? You gave her presents? Ah, she's got them already? Good. That's nice. Did you make breakfast? What did you make? Waffles and coffee. Wow, everybody wishes they came to your house this morning. Sounds like a great breakfast. Did anybody else, any other mothers here have breakfast made for them this morning?
I made a piece of toast for her.
She must have had heart palpitations from Bev.
What a great smoothie with lots of ginger in it.
Oh, good smoothie. Wow, lots of good things happen on Mother's Day. Huh. I was thinking this morning about Mother's Day and things that used to happen in the past. What do you remember that happened in the past on Mother's Day that doesn't happen anymore? Anybody can think of anything? We wore a carnation. That's right. We wore a flower when we came to church on Sunday, on Mother's Day. If your mother was alive, it was a red carnation. And if your mother wasn't alive, if she died, then you wore a white carnation. But everyone wore a flower, a carnation, to remember their mothers. Who remembers that in their life? So it looks like it was a tradition in some places and not in others. I wonder how that died out. Now another question I'm going to ask them. When you were little, who made breakfast for their mothers? Some of you did. Good. I don't ever remember making breakfast for my mother, for which she probably felt that was a Mother's Day gift. But I don't remember that, so that's a tradition that didn't happen. So those traditions happen all over, and they're different traditions in different places for Mother's Day. I want to talk about another thing that's happening this week too, that we've been thinking about. And if you look up at the picture that's on the screen, you'll have some idea about what I'm thinking about. What's happened this week? Pardon? What's been happening to people this week? Mm-hmm.
The house is getting flooded.
There are some houses getting flooded. Yeah, that's what that picture's about. Somebody's house got flooded. Who here had to leave their house this week because it was flooded? Because of the floods or the possibility of floods? Anybody have to leave their house? Pardon? When you left, it wasn't flooded.
It's not flooded yet.
It's not flooded yet. Joyce, you and Peter left for a while and then you went back home again.
We left because they thought the power was going out, but it didn't, so we went home.
Ah. So,
And that's why Reg and Ellie left, Heino left, who else left? Anyway, they left because we were all given a warning that they would have to go.
who had warnings that they may have to go from their house? That's a kind of a scary feeling, I think.
Elf on the shelf and he comes back by my birthday.
Oh, does he come back at your birthday? An elf on the shelf.
Yeah. His name is Edgar.
Edgar the elf.
He had an
When I was thinking about this, people having to leave their houses or even being afraid they might have to leave, we all wonder, so what can we do to help? I think, I don't know about you, but I think that's on my mind. What can I do that might be able to be helpful? And that's the first place we go when we think, when something happens, we've got to make it right somehow. But sometimes you can't do anything to make it right. It just is something that is, and you have to learn to live with it. What could we do to help? James, you did something yesterday that.
This one is.
James, tell us what you did yesterday as the way of helping.
Yesterday and the day before, I had filled up the gas tank in my little blue truck. Now, I can't do any heavy lifting, but I offered my truck and transportation for sandbags that anybody had needed it. And I put my name with the fire hall here in Lake Country. And if they need any more help, they're going to give me a call, and I'll help out whenever I can.
Well, that's great. I mean, that's one of the things that you can do to help.
Many people, younger people than us, filled sandbags, put them all around our home, and there are many offers also of any kind of help needed.
So we do what we can.
And like I said, the person who phoned and offered a bed any time of the day or night, it just lifted. It was great.
Yeah. So those are things we can do that maybe if we can't fill and lift sandbags, at least we can offer a bed. Yeah.
There's some, but Bob.
Brenda has a whole shed of material for quilting in the backyard, and her next door neighbor came and took the bottom shelves out and put them in the house. Then my son-in-law came and took all the stuff out from under the place so it wouldn't flood.
So there's a lot. Anybody else have anything they want to share?
To put out fires, you use water and sand.
Water and sand. And to stop floods, you don't use water because there's too much of it. But you do use sand. Have you seen people putting sandbags out? Or if you go around, if you drive around, you can see.
I've seen it on Paw Patrol.
Ah. You can see a lot on Paw Patrol. That Paw Patrol is something new to me, but I'm learning. And then one of the other things I think we can all do is just phone and see how people are doing. And just kind of try to lift their spirits if they're not doing so well. So, when we need a neighbor, we find out that there are all sorts of people who want to be neighbors. And that's what we're going to learn about today, is how we care for each other.